The first time Greg and Rebecca met was after a Cubs game at the Cubby Bear.
We went to the Cubs game, and we went to the Cubby Bear, had a good time. At the end of the night, Greg went in for a kiss, and I said, no. And I turned the cheek.
Wrigley raised the W that day, but Greg did not.
We struck out that night. We lost the at-bat, but I think we won the game.
Today's date is October 12th, 2019. Rebecca's wedding day and Greg's.
It is Rebecca and Greg's wedding.
October 12th, 2019.
Rebecca and Greg's wedding day.
I'm getting married.
Feeling good. Last night for like the rehearsal dinner and everything like that, everybody kind of is asking you is it hit yet and all that stuff. And even when we were doing the rehearsal itself, I still felt like I was doing like the placeholder for some other groom that was going up there. So it's starting to become a little bit more real today.
It's like the end of the day, I just like can't believe it. I'm someone's wife. Like, whoa.
You're a wife. Rebecca's a wife.
Greg. So since before I could walk, I've known Greg. Greg is one of the most loyal people I know.
He doesn't lose his temper with people. He's never mean. He doesn't put people down.
I feel like even if you're down in a low spot, he'll give you a phone call, and everything kind of just gets better.
He always seems calculated, and he never reveals his hand. He never pulls back the curtain. But Greg will have your back no matter what.
Oh my gosh, Greg is perfect for Rebecca. They are made to be together.
Becca's like chaos,
Yeah.
and then Greg is just like her calming,
Yes.
like sense.
Totally.
Yeah.
Greg is this sturdy, strong, like stone, calm half of our relationship. He really just makes me enjoy like the little things and just not stress out about everything. And he's like, just enjoy life.
That's just the kind of guy he is.
That's a strong bit. How do you really feel about him?
Yeah, he sucks.
Rebecca puts her whole heart into everything.
She's super fun, super positive, and kind of just lights up a room when she comes in.
Becca's always been the life of the party, very fun, loves to dance.
She's always worried about making sure that everybody is having a great time.
She's just
All
a
around.
genuine friend.
Yes,
She's
good
always there to
person.
lift you up. She knows when you're down. She sees it and she's like, okay, what can I do to make you feel better?
Oh, I love her. She's the baby sister I never had.
So my friend in the other room, Isaiah, he was coming and visiting from Houston, and his girlfriend at the time was roommates with Rebecca. And on their way through, Rebecca offered to go to a Cubs game. This is where there's a little bit of a debate.
Whether was it just your friends, was it a group date?
There are some that say that Rebecca was just open with any friend coming. There's some that would say it was a blind date.
So Greg came in with it as a blind date. I came with it as a group of friends.
Really just hit it off. The thing that always kind of stuck out to me that day was just how outgoing Rebecca was. When you first met her, it's like you knew her for years. She was so genuine and just asking questions and just wanting to get to know you. Well, that night ended with me going for a kiss and getting a no response. It set the foundation where a few months later we started connecting again at college.
He got Rebecca's favorite phrase, no. Luckily, Greg didn't give up. The next year, they reconnected at Michigan State, and our family met him on graduation weekend. He fit into the fam instantly. Before they got engaged, Greg not only made a point to talk to my dad, but he pulled me aside at a family wedding and asked for my blessing to join the Lindholm crew. My answer was easy. Of course, I couldn't imagine a more perfect husband for my sister. You two were made for each other.
For my birthday, he had gotten us a sailing thing to do on the Chicago River. His brother and sister were driving up from Indianapolis. My sister and brother-in-law were coming in. We were all getting ready. I talked to my sister. I'm like, you know, we're gonna have cucumber sandwiches. We had all these things like leading up to the day.
I just remember throughout the morning, she's just asking all these, and it's Becca to a T. She's like, well, should I take Dramamine for the boat while we're trying to kind of call in and land people to make sure they're in the right spot, all these moving parts. Mal is pregnant at the time, so she's running around trying to do stuff. And Becca comes down and she's like, well, I'm worried it's gonna be hot in the boat. It's like, it'll be fine, you'll figure it out on the boat, and all this stuff.
So Greg kind of takes me away and we're standing on the balcony. Then all of a sudden, he takes a step back and he gets down on one knee. And I start freaking out. I'm like, oh my gosh, what is happening? And he pulls out a ring and he asks me to marry him. And then I look up and hear cheering, and both our entire families are up on the balcony celebrating and stuff, because you know our family is extremely important to us. And so I was so excited they all could be there, and then we celebrated at Gibson's and had an amazing time.
I am really excited for the first look. They are bringing their puppy Harper. Greg and Rebecca will get to see each other for the first time at a spot that we used to ride our bikes to when we were little, called Ryerson Woods. And I think it will just look magical.
Seeing my baby get married. He's so excited and so happy.
He is happy. Yeah, that sounds fair. I'm a little bit looking forward to it being over, but
No.
I'm not sure if that'll make the final edit.
No.
I'm looking forward to seeing Tim and Rebecca walk down the aisle at Holy Cross.
Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Father Vince Costo, the pastor here at Holy Cross. I'd like to welcome everyone here in this lovely autumn afternoon. I welcome you not so much in my name, but in the names of Rebecca and Greg. So, Rebecca and Greg, I'm very happy for you guys today. And I remember you told me that it's been, what, about 5 years since you met at MSU? And you said you were just kind of friends for a while. You also said that you really believe that it was not accidental that you came together when you did. It was not accidental that you met. And I believe you. I really believe that. I don't pretend to understand how God acts in everybody's life, but I've been around long enough to know that God does look after good people. I invite you now to come down before God's altar as you prepare to exchange your vows.
I, Greg, take you, Rebecca, for my lawful wife.
I, Rebecca, take you, Greg, for my lawful husband.
Say I in a hole.
From this day forward.
For better or for worse.
For rich or poor.
In sickness and in health.
Love and cherish.
Until death do us part.
Until death do us part.
So, ladies and gentlemen, it's an honor for me to introduce to you for the very first time, Mr. and Mrs. Greg Marker.
all doing tonight? Yeah? Everybody having a good time? We'd like to welcome you all here to our reception. I know that we had some people travel long distances. Everyone was overly generous with their gifts, and I just want to say how thrilled and honored we are to be surrounded by so many family and friends. It means the world to us.
God is good. Let us thank Him for our Amen.
Look at this gorgeous couple. Rebecca, you look amazing. And brother-in-law, you nailed it. I can't imagine my life without you, sister. You're my sidekick, my confidant, my biggest cheerleader. You'd be right there saying, Mallory, you're doing great. 2 years ago, you were standing here toasting to Taylor and I, and it was the best maid of honor speech I've ever heard. You thanked me for always including you despite our 4-year age difference. Rebecca, the truth is, I always wanted to include you because you're my best friend. There's no better friend than a sister, and there's no better sister than you.
As today approached, I reflected on the last 27 years. I've become more and more in awe of her as the years have passed. She is my little blue-eyed girl, my princess, and no matter what her age is, she will always be those things to me. I am so proud of the amazing woman she has become. Her enthusiasm is contagious, as many of you can attest to. Oh my gosh, you're gorgeous. Look at you.
We're all crying.
Okay, all right.
Oh, look at you.
And I'm taller than you.
Beautiful. Look at it. Oh
What do you
my
think?
gosh.
Family means everything to Greg. He prioritizes his time to stay close to the people that matter most to him in his life. He's extremely loyal, and he has a gift for making you feel completely comfortable and like you belong whenever you're around him. Becca and Greg, I'm honored that you let me be a part of your day here today, and I can't wait for the adventures in store for you guys.
I am so lucky to have been able to witness the beginning of your journey and the extraordinary love you share. You bring out the best in each other, and I love you both.
It means the world to me that my amazing baby girl will have the love and loyalty of such a good man. So everyone, please join me and raise a glass. May the love you feel tonight be the beginning of a lifetime of joy and happiness together. To the newlyweds, Mr. and Mrs. Greg Marker. Woo-hoo!
I am just the luckiest girl to be marrying Greg Marker because he's so kind and sincere, and he always does whatever he can to make me happy. He just is amazing. He totally supports me. We have full trust in each other, and I just love him so much.
Every morning, it's a new adventure with Becca, and without her, I guarantee you I would not be half the man I am today. I love her, and I am so, so lucky for this day.